Hi everyone. So today this is going to be like a little, like a topic of the day, let's say, or topic of the week. It's something that I get asked a lot, and a lot of people ask me a lot of questions, but this is definitely the number one. And it is, what is the secret to weight loss or fat loss? All right. So what is the secret? And it's a hard one because there's so many different diet plans, there's so many different training methods, there's so many different ways of doing it all. And I have what I think's the best. I criticise a lot about all the rubbish diet plans out there and all these stupid training plans you see. So I criticise a lot about these things, and I have my own belief. But at the same time, am I right? Because there's always someone out there who's criticising me, thinking, he don't know what he's on about, he's not right. So, obviously, we all go on what we believe to be right. Obviously, what I believe to be right is because I've done it. I've lost 8 stone and, it worked for me. But sometimes, for me, it's a bit different. So when I was training my clients over the last year, the last years of being a personal trainer, I've learn a lot of things, obviously different kinds of people to train. I 9 out of 10 only train people who want to lose weight because that is what I'm good at. Not just in the terms of the nutrition, the training, but the mindset, the motivation, the consistency. I'm very good at helping people up here to get them ready here. That makes sense? So, but I've helped a lot of people. So, and over the years I've learned different ways of training them or what worked for them. And funny enough that it comes down to a couple of things when it comes to weight loss that's not very hard to understand. So the secret, right, is number one. It is, and this is secret number one, and this is all about nutrition. All right. So secret number one, 9 out of 10, it is all about input versus output. All right. None of this bollocks on, excuse my French, about, you don't need to cut out carbohydrates. You don't need to go to these extreme diets. Yes, I've done them. Yes, I've been through diets you wouldn't even want to do. But I'm telling you now, you don't have to put your body through that strain. And, the odds of you putting it back on are very high and da-da-da. But it is input versus output. If you put more in than you burn, you're going to gain that much. You get what I mean? So that's rule number one of weight loss. Boom. Okay? That's secret number one. And that's not even a secret. Training. Training secret. If you train, 3 days a week, personally, I'd recommend doing more full body because you're doing 3 days. So you do resistance, not cardio. Cardio is cardiovascular. You don't need to do cardio. You do to be fit, but we're trying to lose weight. I'm talking weight loss here. I'm not talking healthy. I'm not talking getting fit to run a marathon. I'm talking weight loss, pure weight loss, pure fat loss. Do resistance, full body burning resistance. Work the whole body. That's if you do 3 days a week. If you do 4 days a week, I'd recommend splitting it down even further into upper, lower, because you've got more time. And then if you go 5, 6, it's a little more in depth because that's when you do you see people do split sessions, upper body, lower body, shoulders and arms and so forth. But there's a load of different ways of doing it. But do resistance. That's kind of what I was getting at, all right? Resistance training, trust me, for weight loss, fat loss and toning, you can't beat it. Cardio is just an add-on if you want to burn a few extra calories because you've hit a wall on your weight loss journey. But I can go down that route another day. And number 3, and this is really the main one. This is the answer. What is the key to weight loss? What is the key to fat loss? The key is consistency. There you go. That's the key to weight loss. Consistency. If you're not consistent, you're not going to win. You failed. Doesn't matter how good your diet is. Doesn't matter how good anything is. It's about being consistent. End of the day, all of these diets and training plans that I criticised, I was talking about a minute ago, they're not great, and I don't believe they are. But if you follow them every bloody day for a year, guess what? You're going to be in better shape than the average person, even though they're not that great. The key is consistency. I can design you the best training plan, the best nutrition plan, the best everything. But if you're not consistent, you failed before you've begun. So it doesn't matter if your training plan's good. It doesn't matter if your nutrition plan's good. It doesn't matter if anything's good. If your consistency is not there, then you failed before you've begun. All right. The key is consistency. Trust me. End of the day, like, you know, look at myself. I mean, I'm in okay shape. I'm in good shape. But the reason I'm not in like fitness model shape, like getting on stage, boom, is because at the moment I'm in a bit of a stage where I train 5 days a week. I eat well most of the time, 5-6 days a week. But I'm actually quite enjoying my life. So the weekends I'm having a drink and I'm enjoying myself and my family. So I'm not consistent enough, as much as most people might think, well, that's pretty consistent. That's not consistent enough to take it to that next level of getting on stage. But I will get there. Oh, watch me. But at the moment, it's not enough. So you've got to appreciate, consistency is the key to achieving any weight loss goal. Whatever you do, if you're not consistent, it doesn't matter what the diet is or training plan is. You failed before you've begun. So the key to weight loss is being consistent. Be consistent. The diet plan only has to be average. The training plan only needs to be average. And guess what? You will lose weight. Okay? So imagine if you had a plan that was perfect for you, for your body, your lifestyle. Training plan that was perfect for you, your goals, your targets. You know, people ask me, how did you lose that weight? Well, there's the answer. Be consistent. It's not, I can design you a plan like that. But if you can't be consistent, then you've lost before you've begun. So the key to weight loss is consistency. Be consistent. And obviously it goes in a lot more depth about consistency comes from here, because it all comes from here. But I'll go more in depth about the mindset of training and nutrition as I go on. But today really was about the true secret to weight loss is consistency. Be consistent. You can achieve any result. Alright guys, I hope this kind of helped. Any other questions about this, just please comment below, and I'm here to help. Alright guys, well, thank you very much and hope you like the video.